Howdy folks, it's Donald Ward McCarthy here with 311 Realty Group, bringing you your update for the GTA, Greater Toronto Area, for stats of January of 2022. Now, first of all, let's dig in quickly to the Market Watch, which was just released a few days ago in early February. And of course, as I've mentioned before, Market Watch tends to look at stats year over year numbers. Well, we're also going to dig into, I prefer to look at month to month stats as to where we're going. And also I like to look at absorption rates. So we're going to kind of jump into those right now. Okay, so Market Watch, just very, very quickly looking at year over year, that's January from 2021 to January of 2022. There is a huge drop in demand, in supply, in active listings, and the average days on market. But prices are up a staggering 28.6%. That's across all the housing stock now. That's condos and homes as well too. So that's almost a 30% gain year over year. And we knew that we had a stellar in prices last year when we were monitoring it monthly. Now we did see prices, and we'll look at that here now. Here are our monthly charts. And as we monitor stuff monthly, you can see prices here for the last, since October, they pretty much stagnated. We didn't see any huge increases, but coming into January, we did see a price growth from December to January of 7%. So let's look at that in our charts here. So here we go. Here is our demand in January of 2022. You can see here, it has actually dropped a bit from December 2021, and let's look at how much it's dropped. It's dropped from 6,000 sales down to 5,600 sales. So it's dropped about 7%, but supply actually increased a whopping 54%. So let's go back and look at the supply chart. So here we go, new listings. Okay, you can see here in December, supply quite low, and then we jumped up 54% to how many listings there? Supply jumped up to almost 8,000 listings in January. So that's quite high. And then, of course, looking at the price, you can see here we came into January of this year, we were whopping, that's the 7% figure there between the price December of last year coming into, so it's from here, we jumped 7%. As I mentioned here, we kind of flatlined here in price. And now coming into this year, renewed vigor, I think, in the market, and we jumped 7% in prices just in 1 month. So we'll monitor how that goes forward. Let's also look at absorption rates. So what are absorption rates? In a nutshell, absorption rates look at every Monday of the month. We look or every week on a Monday, we look back and we say, okay, how many condos at that moment on that Monday are available, or how many houses are available at that moment. We say how many sold in the last week. So that gives us an indicator as to how many homes are being absorbed. Okay, and we look at the supply, obviously, as an indicator of that. And if that starts to increase weeks of inventory, we could be heading into a slowdown of our market. And of course, if that decreases, our market is getting tighter. So in a nutshell here, you can see the first 2 weeks of January, we had not so many sales, but the supply was quite high. But then all of a sudden, our sales jumped up in both condos and houses, and our weeks of inventory dropped from, at the start of the month, of 10, almost the same in both condos and houses. We had 10 weeks of inventory in both, and we dropped to just over 3 weeks of inventory, 3.5 weeks for condos and 3.37 weeks in houses. So there you have it, folks. Do reach out to us. Super tight supply right now if you're thinking of selling. And as always, we do have listings that haven't hit the market yet, and we're happy to share some details before that indeed does happen. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It's Donald Ward McCarthy here, 311 Realty Group. Do reach out to us. All this information is below me in the link, okay? Thanks so much. Ciao.